Michael.
Yes.
You are like one of my favorite people to watch.
Yeah?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
You
I
know,
do my best.
I know you do, and you have fun doing it.
I do. Well, if it's not fun, it's not worth doing, right? You got to do something
Totally.
you love, and you got to do something you have fun with.
Totally. So you are our Rookie of the Year.
This is what I'm told, yes.
What do you think about that?
It's wonderful, honestly. It's a big accomplishment for me. I'm very proud of it. It was something I felt like I was working towards. And so it was definitely on my radar. Just as a side note about me, my dad, when he was in sales, not at Keller Williams, but when he was in a different sales environment, he had a Rookie of the Year style, first year salesman award, and he had that up at our house when I was growing up. So in the back of my head, I thought, coming from a retail setting to a sales environment, how cool would that be if I was, top of my field or top of my anything to have an award?
That is so cool. So you will get to place your award next to his.
Exactly. I don't know if he still has his, but yeah, I know. How cool, right?
Very cool.
My kids will grow up seeing that.
And it'll be wonderful motivation for them.
That's right. They can be inspired.
Absolutely. So this is what I love about our agents. Just because we say you're a rookie in real estate sales does not mean you're a rookie in sales and customer service and every single skill that you need to have in the real estate business. Right? Let's be very clear about that. So what are some things that in your past, because you were very successful in management and retail, what are some of the similarities that you see in that past life and in real estate sales?
I would say that probably boils down mostly to customer service. So in my previous retail experience, there was always trying to manage expectations with customers in that situation or clients now, being able to provide quality answers for people if there's an issue, trying to mitigate some of those exceptions. So kind of thinking things through from a customer perspective first, and say, okay, as a customer, how would I feel in this type of situation, and kind of that proactive thinking. So taking that from my management experience, how I used to coach others to treat people, and then making sure that those things are in my business currently. As I'm my own employee and I'm the only employee of Fun Finding Homes, how does that customer experience feel to my clients? And then asking for the feedback.
I love that. Well, anybody that's listening to you can absolutely see that you are not a rookie. You are a pro.
Well, thank you.
So what was one of the most surprising things to you about jumping into real, because I mean, you just burned the ships. You went for it.
I jumped both feet.
Both feet. What was one of the most, or a couple surprising things to you that took you by surprise?
So I would say I thought there would be, I think finding the business was probably the biggest thing for me. That was a surprise. And I heard from everybody that I should be prepared for that and not having deals maybe initially. And I had some early successes, which were great. But I think it was finding out how much of my day-to-day consisted of just finding leads, lead generation and lead cultivation. So I felt like I had already established, like, hey, I've bought and sold homes before, I understand the process, I've got a great team here, I've got a transactional coordinator lined up for all these deals I'm going to have, I have customer service to make sure I retain my customers, I have all these things kind of in my head for how I want to perpetuate my business forward, but until you have people to help, you're out of business. You have no business. Right? And as soon as you're under contract, you feel good for like a little bit. And then you're right back at it because you got to find out what's that next deal.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's keeping that pipeline full.
Yeah. Pipeline is your lifeline.
There you go. I love it. I love it. So how has the team here at Rivertown, Harbortown played a role in your growth in the last year?
I would say a lot of the growth elements that have been helpful to me that were here or either with Keller Williams or our market center have just been in mantras. And what I mean by that is there can be some dead time between deals, between things you have going on in your day, and then finding those motivational, inspirational words has been very helpful. So like for instance, when you guys encouraged me to join Bold and actually made Bold something that was easier for me as a new agent to attend and kind of absorb some of that cost for me, going to Bold was huge. I mean, I still have my bold poster up at home. I regularly look at all those different sayings and different things, and I think back to it, right?
Yes.
I keep hearing my bold coach say, if you've got no active clients, you're out of business.
Yes.
Stuff under contract is stuff that's work you've already done.
Right.
And so now going forward, if you don't have any clients that you're actively working with, you're out of business.
Right.
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 So having a lot of those encouraging, motivational things in the background has been super helpful. And then just celebrating wins and having a great culture. So being able to go to family meeting and have Carla come up and say, hey, I just saw that you were on this list, and that's amazing considering how new you are to the brokerage. Seeing you and Mandy and Susan at the office every day and having that just warm environment to come into, you know?
Yeah.
Because real estate in a lot of ways can be a little isolating at times. You can have, every man is kind of an island, but with Keller Williams I feel like I'm part of an island chain.
I love that.
Where we're all kind of connected.
Yep, I love
And then Jean too. I mean, Jean's wonderful as well. So I feel like I know where to go when I have issues. So
I love that.
if I need something related to real estate and legal stuff, I go to Jean. If I'm looking for encouragement, I go find you. Mandy and Susan are always there for some encouragement just when I'm not expecting it.
Yeah.
You know, and then Rachel is of course on the back end asking me how things are going and following up with me as well. So
Very cool.
really feel great about the leadership team here. Oh, and then Jeremy, I haven't even talked about Jeremy. Jeremy's wonderful too.
Isn't he wonderful
He
too?
is. He is. He's fun to talk to, and we
Yes.
connect on a nerd level on sometimes, and it just feels like home. And that's what I was really looking for, was a real estate brokerage where I could feel like I'm part of an island chain.
I love that. I love that. Well, you are one of our strongest links in the chain,
I hope so.
right?
Yep.
We so much value your attitude and the way that you encourage us, right? Because it's kind of a give and take, and it's just that collaborative relationship, but also just it's just a cool working relationship.
Yeah.
We love to serve you, and you come in and you just also lift us up, so it's really reciprocal.
You know, another fun thing about being a part of this brokerage specifically is just being able to know that, you know, we have the Rachel Major team, we have the Larry Martin team, we have TJ Holmes, we have some of these bigger businesses, right, housed here.
Right.
And so when I go, just today I talked to Stephen Lang, right? I was like, hey, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm experiencing. And then we talked for a half hour, and I get so much benefit out of being able to bounce ideas off of seasoned agents, being able to work deals with experienced agents,
Yes.
being able to say, hey, I've got this great buyer who's X, Y, and Z, do you have any listings coming up? And being able to just converse a little bit about options that we
love
can
that.
find the win-win.
Yep, I love that. It's a bit rare. I like to tell the agents, and I like to tell our guests, that it's very strategic on our part. We're not just playing at this. I mean, we lead by example. We want to. And so you are our most valued clients, right? The realtors. So we need to example for you, and we need to treat you the way that you need to be treating your customers.
Right.
Right? And it's just all leading by example, leading by modeling, and on the back end, we are also fulfilled because of what you bring to us. So thank you for stopping by and
You're
chatting.
welcome.
And
Anytime.
Can't wait to see what you do this next year.
Yeah, me either.
It's gonna be it's gonna be great.
Yep, it's gonna be a great year. I can feel it.